Hey, how are y'all feeling tonight? Feeling good? I already asked Ying Yang, so she doesn't have to answer. How's everybody else feeling? Joey, Jaira, Jayla?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good. I more so mean like how are you feeling about tonight? Are you nervous? Are you feeling good?
A little
I'm
bit of both.
I'm just too
Okay.
tired.
Okay. Jaira, I did talk with the other scholars but prior to you coming on just about your submission. Did you send that already? I know your
hmm
mom shared. Where did you, just remind me, where did you send it?
My mom should have sent it to you.
Okay. I know I saw it. I know I saw it. Hi, Janelle. Thanks for joining us tonight. Janelle, did you have any questions about your submissions? I'm just putting the email in the chat again for where you can send your resume and your presentations.
I had a question. So, like for the resume, are you grading it based off the formatting or just like the activities we have, or was it
Everything. So it
okay?
would be everything that was covered in the class, which would include the content as well as the structure in the format.
Gotcha.
Yep. Jaira, I have your resume. I just want to confirm that and just let me know it was submitted on the 30th. Let me know if you are able to send over your presentation. 11:30.
What was the presentation about so I can see if it's on my phone or my iPad?
Say that you said what was the presentation about?
Yeah, so I can see where it is on my phone or iPad.
So this is your business plan,
Okay.
your full presentation with your full business plan.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Thank you all for joining tonight for our end of course. You made it to the very, very end. You dedicated a lot of your time and attention, and so we're going to finish strong and we're going to enjoy ourselves tonight. I don't want you to feel super nervous or super concerned. We're here to learn, even though there's no particular instruction tonight, meaning there's no class per se. We're going to be going over your projects. We still hope that it's a meaningful learning experience for you all. We're here to support you as instructors to provide feedback, quality feedback. Because honestly, what you're going over today are things that people in college are doing, right? Having a oral presentation experience, talking about your business, these are things that are experiences of students that are much older. So I'm most excited about seeing all of use, is that even a word? All of your growth, um, having come this far in the series, and that's really what we're hoping to do. This is a build on fundamentals, so whatever you did in fundamentals in terms of your pitch or for like Ying Yang, her research project, this is a build on that. And so the hope is that you're walking away with a portfolio. So I'm going to just share my screen really quick. You've seen this document several times. But I'm going to go over it again just so we can have record of what you all have experienced and accomplished by being in the B&E series, really the B&H cohort for fall 2025. So we began in the fundamentals where we talked about practical ways for you to work on a research project as well as your business plan. And so for the guided research project, which we all know that Ying Ying was one of the ones who did that about Boston University. Um, she was able to gather information about Boston University, important facts, details, takeaways, conclusions, and then present that to us at the end of course for that. And then That was option A. And then all of you the rest of you, who did the business plan, you put together a vision statement, a mission statement, a business model canvas, as well as a value proposition canvas, and then came to the end of course class and did an elevator pitch of about 60 to 90 seconds. And so you see here on the end of course, it says, how does the fundamentals in advance connect? So it's really a build on, right? So in the advance, we took everything that we covered in fundamentals and we built on that. So, we're looking at fundamentals of business, fundamentals of entrepreneurship, and now we're going to entrepreneur mindset, right? Now we're going to business writing, getting more in tune with how to really build your business. And so to connect the two for the research project, now we're going to be doing a mock interview with Ying Yang. She also submitted, which was different this time, and I wanted to point this out and really celebrate her for doing that. When we had the class on Thursday, last Thursday, and we were going over the project, and I shared with her that it would be a good skill for her to still build a deck based on her project. And she 100% did that. She did an amazing job. So thank you, Ying Ying, for being brave and doing that. We've never done that before, but with her being the only one doing the research project, I thought it would be good for her to still experience that skill because that's a very crucial skill to be able to take your ideas and put it into a concise presentation. Um, it's amazing how many presentations I see on a regular basis. So it definitely is an intricate part of, any kind of work you'll do, whether it's promoting your business, promoting yourself, promoting your work, someone you support, whatever it may be. And so it looks amazing. So thank you again, Ying Ying. And so she's going to be doing a mock interview and with us all today. And so be able to see that live together. And then for those of you who, let me just go back up. And also the resume. So for option A, Ying Ying, for the research, mock interview, visual research project, and then the resume. And then for those of you who are doing the business plan, today you'll be presenting your full presentation deck, a 3 to 5 minute presentation of what you built on in fundamentals. So we might hear your mission statement again. We might hear your vision statement again. We may not necessarily want to see it, right? Because your deck should be clear and concise, one idea per slide deck, which we went over in class. Um, but we may hear it again. But now your presentation is going to be way more fleshed out, way more detailed. And then we're also going to be seeing your resume as well. So your final portfolio takeaway, you're leaving this cohort with either a research paper or a business plan, your resume, and then also the experience of having an oral presentation or a mock interview. So you're leaving with those three wonderful experiences. Any questions about what we're doing today in terms of your presentations or what you need to submit in order to successfully complete this block of classes? I think there was some comments in the chat. Oh, okay. Yes, please turn your cameras on. So Jayla, I see your comments. Did you submit your previous, if you submitted your previous plan, I may be able to find it. So you do have to,
Yeah, I think I did submit it for a previous assignment because I remember doing it before, but I can't find it now. And I know I just transferred schools, so with the email switch, I might have lost it between one of the emails. So can you check and see if you have my old one?
Mhm.
And if
Yeah,
not, I could just make a new one and I'll send it over by tonight.
let me just share my screen. Is this it?
That's my own travel itinerary.
Oh, so this is for H&T, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me, um, I know you submitted your resume tonight. I'm not seeing what you submitted in fundamentals though. I would definitely have it if you submitted it to the info address.
Okay, let me see if I can find something. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions? Hi, Karen. We're just going over what we're doing tonight as well as the project submissions. I don't have a copy of your project yet. Did you have any questions about where and how to submit it? You might be answering in the chat. Could you resend me the email? Yes, I can.
So yeah, I can do that if you, oh, okay. I can
Thank
also look for, I'll see if I can find Jayla's presentation. Cause
Okay.
yeah, I'll see if I can find.
Okay. Um, all right. So all of the submissions, so what we need to have in our inbox at the email that I just shared in the chat, we need your resume and we need your presentation in order for you to successfully complete this cohort. And then in terms of your presentations today, that will either be based on whether you did the research project, which is only yin yang, or the business plan. All right. So typically what we do in this particular last session, we give you all an opportunity to do some presentations with your fellow peers. Um, so we will do that as well. And then the other thing that I wanted to share before we put you all in breakout rooms, I also wanted to show um, the assessment, like what we are actually going to be looking at tonight as we're hearing you all present. Just bear with me. Okay. Uh, hmm. Oh, thank you, Helena. I just got your presentation and your resume. All right, and just so you know, you all have to be on camera tonight. You cannot present off camera. So if your camera's off, go ahead and get situated and turn it on. Um, okay. So this is the assessment. Okay, so for your oral presentation, we're going to be looking at, I'm just going to focus more so on category 4, which would be the highest score you can get in each, or level, I guess I should say level 4, which would be the highest score you can get in each category. So for oral presentation, we're looking for your presentation to be organized, address final project questions, included tips and strategies presented during the course. So we're looking for you to use tools that were addressed, insights that were addressed in the class. We're looking for your presentations to be organized, visually appealing, stimulating, appropriate, no grammatical errors. We're looking for enthusiasm, so facial expressions and body language that generate a strong interest and enthusiasm about the topic you're talking about. We're looking for preparedness, right? That you're rehearsed, that you're not scripted, you're not reading. Um, we're looking for you to speak clearly using the best sentence structure that support the topic. Word fillers are hardly used. I know we went over that in perfecting communication through presentations. Content knowledge, you know what you're talking about, you know, understand your business, and then your presentation is within the time limit. So that's what we're looking for tonight. Any questions about that? Okay. So I'm gonna stop sharing and just check attendance, see who's here, see if I missed anyone. Hi, Angie. Angie, have you submitted your resume or your project for the cohort?
Um, Sorry, my sister's crying in the background. I'll submit it right now. Sorry, it's because I've been working like every day this week.
No problem. Let me put the email address in the chat. No, you're not presenting your resume, but that's a good question. Our team will review it and share feedback on your resumes, okay? All right, so that's the email where you submit your resume and your presentations. All right, so let's jump in because we want to give you guys adequate time to present. So we're gonna do, I want to start at 7, so let's do 8-minute breakout rooms. Is that okay with everyone? Um, the other instructors, so make sure we're aligned. Let me see.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. So board members, you don't have to go in the breakout rooms, but you are welcome to. I'm just gonna move a few of you around. Let me. Shh, 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 Jada. Okay. Uh, okay, let me do this because some of you might be in the room by yourself with the way that it's being organized right now. All right, I'm gonna open the rooms, give you guys about let me see. Angie, are you seeing the okay. And Nadia, can you oh Nadia's audio didn't connect yet. Play. All right, did you all get a chance to connect and share thoughts and ideas about presenting? Oh, that was Karen. Karen's coming
Miss
back.
Latoya, can you send your email in chat so I can send you my slice to make sure it's the right one?
Sure. Oh, I put it self-corrected me to information. Sorry about that. Don't use that one. It's info@letsoarnj.org. All right, so are we ready? Are we feeling good? Are we excited?
Wait, can you let me know if I sent it? Because I did mine through Canva and I'm kind of struggling.
You did yours through Canva. I see Nadia. I see uh Len I don't know how to say I'm just gonna say the email. Milan Martin. So Jayla, is that you? Is that your personal email address? 1006? I think that's you. Is Jayla on the call still? Oh, Jayla dropped.
That's what the resume says. That's
Yeah,
attached to that email.
that's what
Says
I thought.
Jayla.
All right. This is her business model. Okay. No, Angie, I did not receive it. Nadia, I did receive your presentation though.
All right, I just sent it.
Okay. I'll be on a lookout for it. Um, but ultimately, it's important that you all have a copy because you're going to be sharing your screen as you're presenting. So that's the most important part.
Nadia's is in the email, Toya.
Yes, I do have that. All right. So let's get started. Who, oh, there goes Jayla. Jayla's back. Who would like to go first? No one's giving me eye contact.
No.
Mine going first.
Oh, Helena, you're
All
gonna go
right.
first?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
guess. Or
All
if
right,
Joey
so
wants
we'll
to,
go
he
to
can go
you
first.
after, Joey. We'll go Helena and then Joey, okay? All right,
Okay,
so
sounds good.
camera's on. I'll go ahead and spotlight you so we can all see you. And
It's saying I just sent you a request to share.
oh yeah, sorry about that. I did get it. You're all good now.
Okay.
And you once your presentation is up and ready, you can feel free to start.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Were you guys able to get it now? I think I sent it now.
Yes, we have it. Thank you, Angie.
Can you see my screen well?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we could see your screen, Helena.
Okay. Should I just start, or do you want to let me know when to start?
It looks like you're on your last slide. Can you go?
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm ready.
Excellent. Yep, the floor is yours.
Okay. So hi, my name's Helena, and my business is Trend IQ, and so I created it to help small businesses understand their audience and also to make sure that businesses can hide amazing products so they don't miss the audience that they're intending their products for. And so a lot of businesses tend to like miss, let's say, the market that they're made for, or they don't necessarily highlight the correct things. And Trend IQ is meant to fill that gap. So at its core, the idea is using research and analysis services. So basically, studying how people in a business's community react to a product or content, and then also helping the business see their real audience instead of guessing, since a lot of businesses tend to estimate, but they don't have real data or information to back who they're marketing to. So they have a much clearer direction for the marketing they're going to be doing. So the problem that small businesses face often is that many of them rely on instinct, like I said, instead of research. And so they'll post content or they'll run ads and they'll create these accounts, but their messaging doesn't reach the right audience. So let's say on Instagram they'll post a reel, but it doesn't come across the people they need it to. So they don't get likes, they don't get engagement, and so their accounts tend to get few likes, no comments. And what I want to do is basically help them highlight the right products to the right people because all this does is just lead to weak engagement and a lot of missed sales opportunities. And so an example of a real okay. So what we do is like community-based marketing, like I said, like making sure to go out to small businesses and talking to them and engage with them so that they know what to do. So an example would be like let's say a local boutique, they do hair and they're highlighting products for lightening hair, but a majority of their audience in their community have darker hair or brunette. And so they're marketing these products, but they're not getting high sales because they're not reaching the right audience. So it might be coming from a great company, but they're not necessarily having the right products for their demographic. And so they're actually end up losing money because they're spending so much on these items they're trying to sell, but they're not making the profit back. And so it's just having low exposure. So what Trend IQ would do to fix that is study the community, like go to them, ask them who their consumers are, who they regularly see, who are the people that come to them and they purchase, and then they track the reactions and the behavior of those people to see which products they like the most, what they're talking about online. So a big part of it would be computer science, and so seeing what phrases people are using online, seeing how they feel about whatever like demographic or like what product area it is and seeing where people are lacking. Like for example, I recently saw a business. It's braces, but it's floss for braces because a lot of people who have braces they can't floss. And so the whole product is so that the floss can go under the braces. It's like those one of those like floss picks. And it was a really amazing idea and it was marketed to dentists. So they got a lot of sales because they knew their audience and they knew the gap in the market they were filling. So the whole point is to build a really clear audience and then suggest the most effective channels, like whether it be social media, whether it'll be like TV ads or something like emails, or even connecting to a different thing. Like, for example, I know a lot of educational resources, they connect to schools because obviously students would be their biggest audience. And so the simple technique would be sentiment checks. So, like I said, track what people say online, look at keywords, hashtags, phrases, which is why it's called Trend IQ because it's looking at the trend, and then pick up what patterns and what buyers are reacting to and what they're asking for. And so it's helping businesses match their language, their audience. And so why it matters to me is that I think marketing is really about people and it's something that I want to study once I go to college. And I also like understanding human behavior, like for example, psychology. And I know that trends especially show patterns that guide decisions. Like online, I see a lot of people want a product and then a company has to sort of pave a way. Like for example, like Fenty Beauty created a much more diverse line of makeup, which led to them being super popular and making a lot of money in that sphere where a lot of people of darker skin tones didn't have shades for them. And also my process is researching the community, like I said, gathering reaction to feedback, building the audience profile, as well as giving clear action steps for these companies so they can continue to succeed. And so what we provide is audience breakdown, trend and behavior report, a scan of the competitors and what they're doing. So let's say your competitor is selling something, but a lot of their audience is having issues with one part of it. You can go into the market and fix that and then get revenue based off that. So basically like taking where they're failing and succeeding in that, as well as content ideas, templates, and checklists. And if you were interested, you could reach out to us at trendiq@gmail.com. And so you'd have a 14-day free pilot for all new clients. And depending on the size of your business, you could have different plans. And we're open to working with you to see what your business needs. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. You were just about on the nose, like just slightly over the 5 minute mark, but um yeah, thank you so much. Very detailed. So I'll open it up to feedback from everyone. And Helena, would you mind stopping your share so we
Yeah.
can see everybody? Thank you.
Helena, that was no Professor J here. I don't think I updated my name. Great job. That was awesome. I'm in tech, so I'm definitely loving all the data analytics. I think you did excellent with your depth of knowledge, with walking through the problem, the solution, the value. Um, amazing, amazing job. Like, I would encourage our marketing team to hire you and have you join as a junior at this point. That was a great job. I was The only piece of constructive feedback I have is on the delivery. Kind of it's like you knew your stuff, you knew your information, you knew your business. Um, you want to work on like how you just deliver it in I'll say a smooth beginning to end, like as a story. Uh, that's it. That's an area of opportunity there. But besides that, definitely impressed. Definitely enjoyed your presentation, and you went first, so a great job.
Thank you so much for the feedback.
Yeah, you got a lot of great comments in the chat from your peers. I liked her presentation was detailed but didn't overstay its welcome. Miss C, very detailed and informative. Janelle says, I love your slideshow presentation. It was very organized and visually appealing. And Angie says, I loved how you explained very well and was organized. I was thinking the same as Professor Jay. I was thinking like, oh man, like when you hear a business that's really meeting a need, it really stands out. So I really felt like Trend IQ is meeting a need. I love seeing your payment structure, the monthly basis. That was really impressive as well. And just from a slide perspective, I thought your slides for the most part were really clean and concise. I would say on the slide where you have maybe some of those prices, you can streamline it a little bit more. But I thought the slides looked really clear, so I appreciate that as well. So thank you. Thank you for going first, Selena. Great job.
The feedback. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. All right, so Joey, you're up. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I
Okay.
think,
Are you keeping your hood on for us, Mr. Joey?
yeah.
Okie dokie.
You can see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Oh, can you also see it? It says it's paused.
No, we see it on like your mouse is on that present button, but it's not in present mode yet. You want to maybe stop sharing and then reshare? See if that works. Sometimes with
Okay.
Canva, when you go into present, it goes into a different screen. So maybe try and see. And you might have to share your whole screen instead of just a window.
You see it now?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Joey Hall, and I'm the founder of J Cuts Barbershop, made in 2025. Follow us at J Phenom Cuts. A little bit about J Cuts is that we're the shop that blends classic and traditional grooming styles together to produce high quality haircuts. We produce shaves and we do beard trims. We strive to be the community barbershop, the go-to spot for every event. Um, we don't only want to provide grooming, we would like to provide confidence. A little bit of our services are haircuts, grooming at all hours, any time of the day. We have loyalty programs and we strive to be the community atmosphere because we found that a lot of the problems with barbershops is they don't like certain people or, you kind of get a vibe that they only know how to cut certain styles of hair. Um, sometimes certain people aren't welcome. We also found that some of the convenience for haircut hours, some people only operate from like at 10 to 2 or they close at like 5:30 and you have a meeting at 8 and you still need to get a cut because you're busy. So we provide all their services any time of the day. Just gotta hit us up with our loyalty programs. That that reduces the cost. Because again, we're a big community atmosphere. So being a part of the community in the loyalty program, we provide certain discounts, certain needs like hair gel, brushes, things of that nature. A lot of our revenue comes from our haircuts, the premium packages that we give, the memberships, the retail products, and the event services. We provide event services such as if you were a church company and y'all were throwing a get together, or you're a school and you're throwing a school event, we would come and we would say pay us like $100, depending on how long you want us to be there. The prices may vary depending on the time. Um, the premium packages comes with the gel, the hairbrush, and the shampoo bars, depending on what you want in the package. They're custom made to whatever you need. This is our team: Benjamin Shaw, Alfredo Torres, and Danny Galeo. Alfredo Torres is, again, since we want to be the community shop, uh, a lot of people, depending on what kind of hairstyle you want, he specializes in like the buzz cuts, the fringe, things of that nature. And then we got Benjamin Shaw, who specializes in the tapers, the curls, fringes of that nature. And we got Danny Galeo. He helped with that 4C hair buff. He began me right. Um, you know, got that 4C and get rough. If you want to contact us, this is our information, 440-212. And again, at any time, we deliver more than just cuts. We deliver confidence. Thank you for listening.
Great. Thank you so much, Joey. All right, let's open up the floor for feedback. You can feel free to unmute and share feedback or put it in the chat.
I think Joey does a really good job at like showcasing his team because they all have different strengths. And his first slide does a good job in communicating what his business is trying to do.
Great, thank you. And Karen put in the chat, I like the idea of a barber company. It's creative and refreshing. I like the pictures with the happy people. It shows that the salon has a soul. Great.
Joey, Professor Jay here. Great job. I feel that your visual presentation was excellent. So kudos to that. Love the way you told the story of the barbershop, your theme, and everything like that. Also, really loved how you aimed to bring a component that you felt was missing in that space with being more adaptive to the hours that people need. So great job there at looking at your market penetration. Um, and overall, it seemed like, like the details were also great. My only feedbacks is on energy and like, like your appearance. So when you're presenting, you do want to, have you don't want to be. Sometimes it's hard because I know I'm kind of chill too. You don't want to be too chill when you're doing a presentation, and you want to be just wary of your physical appearance as well. Beyond that, like the presentation itself was great.
Hey, Joey, this is Rosie. I just wanted to echo what Professor JR said. Great presentation. I definitely think you could have sort of brought the energy a little bit more, especially if this is your passion, right? Nobody can tell your story better than you. So definitely, just make sure that when you're presenting, and you know the information already, right? Tell the story. Use the slide sort of as a the foundation and just to lay the groundwork and to kind of help build your story up, but don't rely on the slides solely. Um, and then likewise, the only reason why I didn't interject when Miss Latoya asked you to if you were going to wear your hood was because I thought maybe perhaps it was a part of your presentation, right? Like you were going to show us, maybe your haircut or something like that to, kind of sort of display what your barbershop could do for your clients. Uh, that wasn't the case, and so I certainly echo Professor Jr. Whenever you are doing a presentation, and it is a professional one, uh, you will need to take off the hoodie because that would be unacceptable in any other environment. It would not be acceptable. And had I known that, I would have asked you to take the hoodie off. But otherwise, uh, great presentation, but definitely constructive feedback for those, and we want you to continue to build on that as well. But good a good presentation.
Excellent. Thank you all for your feedback. I love all the feedback, really a true learning space. So we're off strong. Helena, Joey got us kicked off, so we're doing really great. Karen, yes, you absolutely can go next. Yeah, sure. I know Nadia says she's ready to go next.
Yeah, I'm ready to
Okay.
present.
Karen, is that okay? Or do you feel like it won't take long for you to get set up? Okay. All right. So Karen, is gonna go first and then Nadia will go to you, okay? Janelle, you can go after Nadia.
Okay. I'm so sorry for taking so long. I'm ready to present now.
Okay, no problem. You just have to, yeah, maybe X that out or there you go. Okay.
Okay. So, one thing I will apologize for is getting confused when it came to like I misinterpreted the guidelines. So originally a I did option B for the first exam, and then this time I did option A based on an organization of my picking. So I will apologize for that. Okay. So the organization I decided to do my research paper on was Planned Parenthood. Wait, sorry. Okay, so for my introduction, I chose Planned Parenthood for my guided research paper because I have a strong personal connection to this clinic. So, my example of this is I've actually gone to this clinic multiple times when my family was struggling, and I've also like recommended it to a bunch of my other family members and friends because I know that each day gets a little harder to help have like adequate access to healthcare, especially reproductive healthcare. And um, it's been many people have talked about their stories of how despite they're part of marginalized communities, Planned Parenthood always finds a way to help them out, whether it be for testing, um, feeling wanting like somebody to hear them out, or any other services that they provide. It's really diverse. And some facts is that Planned Parenthood is a nonprofit organization that serves not only women but families and gender nonconforming people. There's actually other services than just abortions, which most people think that's what Planned Parenthood is for. And these services are cancer screenings, birth control, STD testing, treatment, pregnancy care, and general wellness exams. And an additional fact is that if you feel like there's not enough clinics around you, well, some good news is that Planned Parenthood operates more than 600 health centers across the US. So it's widely accessible. And this is a comparison between Planned Parenthood and general clinics in today's day and age. So Planned Parenthood offers comprehensive and inclusive reproductive health care, serving women, families, and gender diverse individuals. Its staff are always trained to provide the best care, and people are always, or patients, always report feeling like they're respected, informed, and supportive no matter their issue. And in contrast, other clinics can offer limited resources or fewer services, and they can often provide incomplete medical information or focus primarily on discouraging certain choices rather than supporting patients' needs, unlike Planned Parenthood. And overall, my conclusion was that this research paper gave me a deeper understanding of Planned, Planned Parenthood's mission, um, services, and impact. I learned that it goes beyond reproductive health care, but also education, prevention, and support. Its focus on accessibility and equity helps ensure that people get care regardless of their financial situation or any other situation. And this project showed me how large organizations can influence public health and individual lives. Overall, Planned Parenthood remains an important and influential healthcare resource in the United States. And here is my pitch. So it's a little wordy, but I'll read it off. Planned Parenthood is a nationwide nonprofit healthcare organization that provides affordable and accessible medical services to millions of people every year. I chose to research it because it plays a major role in reproductive health, sex, education, and inclusive care. Despite their efforts to aid, many people only know it from debates. I learned that most of its services focus on preventions, not just abortions, but cancer screenings, birth control, STD testing, and wellness exams. These services ensure people stay healthy. Additionally, I found it interesting that Planned Parenthood offers affordable options because healthcare is often pricey. Key takes takeaways that I made are that Planned Parenthood supports minority communities while emphasizing patient privacy and education. It provides essential healthcare to people that rely on every day. Overall, Planned Parenthood is an important organization because it works every day to ensure people have access to quality healthcare every day. And that was my presentation.
Okay, thank you so much. I will just share, just initially, you had a lot of content. It seems like you definitely researched. I like the comparative features. I will say that just from a slide perspective, you definitely want to have one idea per slide, and not read from your slide. So, if you're doing a comparative, if you have, if you're comparing two things, you would have maybe those two things on your slide, and then your paragraph would be in your speaker notes. Also, be mindful of your images. Some of your images were covering your words, but I felt like you presented well, like your tone was good. You shared your personal story, which was helpful. And so, with that, I'll turn it over to others if they'd like to share their feedback.
I liked how detailed she was in her things and how she explained. Oh my gosh, sorry. How she explains it very well.
I think you did a great job presenting, Karen. I echo what Ms. Latoya said. I also, liked how you broke out the various services that the Planned Parenthood organization offers. So good job with that. I definitely think, to Ms. Latoya's point, that it was just a bit wordy and a little bit sort of, I don't want to say all over the place, but you had multiple ideas on the same slide. So certainly, that really just is nothing more than finessing it, sort of cleaning it up, making sure you're breaking out the ideas, so that you don't have too much on one slide, because you also don't want to lose your audience. They can read, right? You're only using the slides as a reference point, right? So bullets are always the best way to go with that. And then you speak to those bullets, you speak to those talking points. You don't make your entire slide the talking points. But otherwise, I think you did a great job.
All right. So yes, and I'll share just for everyone, some I know Miss Rosie texted earlier about, the importance of attendance and being present. One of the things I'll add just in general for everyone's knowledge is the reason why it's also so crucial that you attend classes is that when you're doing your end of course project, we're looking to see what was taught in class implemented. So I just want to highlight that. So as you're preparing, for those of you who haven't gone yet, think about some of the tools and tips that we shared in the class, right? So, um, if business writing, being clear, being concise, checking your grammar, making sure there's no errors, and perfecting communications through presentations, one idea per slide, making sure your speaker notes are filled, but your slides are clean and concise, so definitely think through, what we talked about, filler words. You want to limit your filler words. We talked about that in class. So just start to, if you haven't gone yet, definitely start to think about some of the things that we covered in class. But again, if you were not present in class, you did not watch the videos to review them, that could also impact how you present tonight. So just, keep some of those things that you were present for in mind. All right. Okay, so we had some volunteers. So Nadia, you're up next. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you just help me to share my screen?
Yeah, absolutely. So you're gonna click on that share green button. And then if you have your presentation up in the background, once you click that share button, you should see it come up in some kind of window. And then you click that window.
Okay. But I don't see the share button.
Oh, in your Zoom on the bottom of your screen, you don't see share? Like it should be a green.
Yeah, I see participation, chat, reaction, um, and more.
Click the more, maybe it's in there.
Okay, yeah. It says caption request the host to record to the cloud, whiteboards, setting, stop incoming video, and reset default.
Oh, you might not have set up the permissions for your computer to allow you to share. So, um,
Does she have her screen fully open? It's not minimized?
No, it's not fully open. Maybe that would work.
Yeah. Try to have your screen fully open. It might show share at the bottom.
Still don't see it.
so if you're getting a window that says like, whiteboard and this and that, it's basically like your computer saying it needs permission to like capture your screen
May you share the
presentation.
presentation? Yeah, if
Uh,
it's possible.
sure. Let me. All right, let me get myself situated. Okay. Here we go. All right, just tell me when you want me to move forward.
Okay, I'll say next when it's next slide. Okay. Okay, so hello, my name is Nadia, and I'm the founder of Celestique, where beauty meets confidence. Imagine walking into a beauty studio and getting your lashes, brows, hair, skincare, and cosmetics all in one place, while also supporting talented beauty professionals who are building their careers. That's exactly what Celestique does. I started Celestique because I saw how powerful beauty can be when it's done with confidence, care, and community. So many people, especially young women, go from place to place searching for good services at trustworthy stylists, or products that actually work. At the same time, many talented beauty artists struggle to find affordable professional spaces where they can grow their career. Celestique was created to solve both problems. I want to build a space where clients feel seen, supported, and transformed. Next slide. The beauty industry is booming, worth over 100 billion in the US, but it's fragmented. Clients often visit multiple locations for different services, wasting their time and money, and sometimes getting inconsistent results. At the same time, thousands of skilled beauty professionals struggle to find affordable, professional workspaces where they can grow their career and access quality products. Next slide. Celestic is a modern, all-in-one beauty hub that solves both problems. We combine high-quality lash, brows, hair, and skincare services, co-working stations for beauty professionals, curated cosmetic products for sale. Clients get convenience and consistent results. Artists get space, support, and exposure. Everyone benefits. Next slide. Celestic isn't just a studio, it's a place where people transform inside and out. Clients leave there feelings confident and empowered. Beauty professionals gain opportunities to grow their careers, and the community comes together through creativity, learning, and shared experiences. Next slide. The beauty industry continues to grow every year. Salon and spa services, co-working salon rentals, and cosmetics retails are all booming sectors. By combining these revenue streams, Celestic captures a unique inspections of services, products, and professional development, giving us a strong competitive advantage. Next slide. Our revenue comes from four main sources: beauty services, lashes, brows, hair, and skincare, co-working, co-working rentals for beauty artists, cosmetic product sales, training workshops, and master classes. This multi-streams model maximizes income, repeat customers, and brand loyalty. Next slide. What sets Celestica apart? One-stop beauty hub for all services and products. high-quality professional standards, flexible co-working options for beauty artists, strong social media presence to attract clients and creators. This combination ensures loyal customers and growing brand recognition. Our vision and mission statement is to make beauty accessible, innovative, and community driven. Our vision is to become the to-go beauty destination where clients feel confident and creators feel supported. Next slide. Celestic is more than a beauty studio. It's the future of beauty. We create confidence for clients, opportunity for artists, and thrifting community for everyone who walks through our doors. Thank you for listening. You can reach us at Instagram Celestic, email celestic@gmail.com, and phone number 862-255-7067.
All right. Thank you so much, Nadia. I love the name.
Thank you.
I think it definitely says beauty and luxury. I thought you did a great job. I thought your slides were clear and concise. Definitely, could tell that you were reading. So I would just say, rehearse a bit more, what you're sharing, what you're talking about. Um, Definitely could tell you were passionate about it. I would say just as you rehearse it more and you're less scripted, I think that passion will shine through a little bit more. So I'll open up the floor for everyone else to share feedback.
Great job,
Thank you
great
so
job.
much.
I feel like you really applied everything that we went through. I was impressed with the flow chart that you had for the different components of the business. Like I think that was a really great touch as well. And I echo what my wife said. So beyond the reading, it was an excellent presentation. It flowed well and it presented well. So a great job.
Thank you.
Great
Yep.
job. I think overall, yeah, a lot of great information. Definitely passionate about what you're doing. I love that. And I, encourage you to continue in that passion, right? I also noticed in the last two numbers of your phone number, it was 67. I hope that wasn't anything subliminal.
No, that's my actual number.
Oh, okay.
I
I was
didn't
like,
know
oh my
what
gosh.
number to put, so I just put my number.
No, my daughter is
It's
sitting there
nothing
like
like
doing the
that. I got my
6-7
number
dance. I'm like,
really
oh my gosh.
long before.
No, great job though. Great job.
Sorry about Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think Nadia, you did a really good job of your name and both the aesthetic of your slides matching the whole boutique, like the whole purpose of it. Like it looked really pretty.
Thank you so much.
I really
Thank
liked your presentation because you could just tell how passionate you are about it, like through the presentation. Like it just shows like through your like energy and your voice and through everything, even like how the slides look. Like you could tell like that's like really what you want to do, and that's like really what you want to proceed with. So I love that for you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you all for your feedback. So next up we have Janelle. I think Janelle asked to go next. So Janelle, the floor is yours.
Let me see. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, my name is Janelle S.O.A.R, and today I'm going to present to you my final project, Follicle Fusion. I present to you Follicle Fusion because Follicle Fusion is a company that gives people hope. We restore hope. You see, we tend to reach people who are middle-aged, balding men and women, and teens with hair problems. This could be alopecia, dandruff, and just overall hair loss. And we tend to advertise through television, Instagram, Facebook, billboards, whatever would reach our audience the best. And we do this because even though we know that we tend to reach more middle-aged people,
younger teens do tend to come to us as well. So we want to make sure that we reach everyone and just not cater to one specific type of audience. So our financial plan varies based off the amount of consultations that you book. And because we are a specialized company, we want to make sure that everything we do is specialized towards every client. So your consultation might not look the same as someone else's, and someone else's long-term hair goals may not look the same as yours. So product demonstration of our long-term hair plan is basically the consultation and the plan of appointments. This could be 10 appointments, it could be 20, just depending on what you need and what your hair goals are. And each appointment is $25 because we want to make sure that we get you the best professionals that we can offer. These professionals are going to be making sure that your scalp is checked, everything from your hormonal deficiencies, anything that could affect your hair will be checked. So our company provides all-inclusive hair care treatments that basically target people with alopecia or just follicle damage overall. So even though your hair is thinning, you could have other underlying factors such as alopecia that makes your hair thin or fall out. And it's also a hormone evaluation of the chemical properties. And so we're not just looking at surface level hormones, we're looking at like the deep chemical properties. And this is why we require a lot of physicians and professionals that could really help with that. And then we provide a visual evaluation of your hair shafts and the roots. And so that not only are we understanding your hair, but you get to also understand your hair as well. So even if you walk away with us, from us, you can still know what your hair is about and you can still know how to best take the steps that can further your hair. And so all of this would be receiving a personalized plan catering to your hair type. So we do not cater to one specific hair type. We are trying to make sure that everybody is trying to improve their hair as much as they can. Even if you have textured hair, if you have thinner hair, straight hair, it doesn't matter. We cater to all hair types. So I do have my own real life plan that I've impacted with a lot of people in my family. Because I do have centralized around one type of people, I do work with one specific type of hair, but this is a example of the real life impact that my company can make. In this picture, we see my father actually, he used to be clean shaven. However, he wanted to grow his mustache and his beard, and so he was able to do that with the help of my hair growth treatments. And so we provide those hair care treatments based off like things like rosemary, herbs that can help you grow your hair, because there's not such thing as bad hair, right? Just hair that hasn't been cared for properly yet. And so with this is my friend here, she was able to use cloves actually to make her hair thicker. We see that in this hair, it's a little thinner, but in here it's full and thick. And so that's the goal of our company. We just want to make sure that you get your hair to what you want and your desired hair goals. This is another example who was actually, she was permed, but then she got a big chop in November and she was able to grow her hair out. She was able to do twists and different hairstyles with her hair through different types of herbs such as rosemary and cloves. And this is my personal example. This was me in, I guess, 2 years ago, and I continue to use these herbs and I continue to grow my hair using these chemical properties from things that I've researched. So SWOT analysis, basically what makes us different from other companies is that we are very, very personalized, and we don't just care about the business aspect, but we want to make sure that you get the best resources possible. And some things that could affect us is probably like the lack of funds or like operation space. And it does require a lot of professional employees since we're dealing with scientific research. And so we just want to make sure that financial instability isn't a factor. And this is my hair page and where I reach out to different people. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
All right. Great job. You're getting a lot of hand claps and celebrations. Karen said, I mainly like the style of the slides backed up by visuals, which kept my attention. I loved that you shared personal stories. I love that everyone you showed seemed happy and seemed like they really enjoyed your services and your products. Go ahead, Helena.
I was going to say that I think the examples do a really great job of giving evidence on how your product works, and it's likely to persuade a lot of people to going to you for their hair care. And also your slides are really well put together. Like your images don't really take away from your writing. They more so like they really elevate it.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
No, excellent job, excellent job. I like the fact that you also had a logo, which I thought was a cool logo. And your storytelling was great. I felt like it was very cohesive. You took us on a very structured journey from beginning to end. The real life examples, I think, was a great way to really, deliver the value and the impact. So, awesome job overall. Well done.
I was thinking about coming to America, fruits and berries. I was waiting for like a gift to pop out or something when you were presenting because I love how you shared about the natural use of herbs and stuff like that. That was wonderful. Go ahead, Nadia.
I like that her business is already working and she already has a page and she has her clients. So she's managing it, and it's really nice that she shared her own experience and that like this scientific thing is already working. Like people get results and she has feedback and reviews, so which makes her a really like open
Yeah, like
career.
credible. Are you trying?
Yeah, credible. Yes, yes, that's what I was looking for. Credible.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you so much, Janelle. I appreciate that. All right, so the floor is open unless I missed someone volunteering after the three that just went last. Oh, Angie. I just saw the comment. Angie, would you like to go?
Yeah, I can go.
Okay.
Oh wait. Okay, wait, can you see it now?
Yep, we can see your Canvas screen. Just got to get into yeah, presentation mode.
Okay. Hi, my name is Angie Cruz, and I will be speaking about my real estate agent service. And this is my logo, Angie Cruz, real estate agent since
Oh,
2025.
Sorry, we're not seeing your presentation, Angie. It
Oh,
says click to exit full screen. So you might have to.
sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, wait, what do I do? Sorry. I'm still new to this.
No, that's okay. So when you click on present, so click present before you share your screen and then come back to
Okay.
Zoom and share. Are you able to see it, Angie?
Uh, is it working now?
Yep, we can see it. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Do I just start? Okay, I'll restart from the video. Okay.
Yep.
Hi, my name is Angie Cruz, and I will be speaking about my real estate agent service. And this is my logo, Angie Cruz, real estate agent since 2025. And my introduction is it is first time buyers often feel overwhelmed by the home buying process. Many worry about choosing the wrong home or making a costly mistake. Angie's Real Estate provides trustworthy guidance and support. We help clients understand the market and feel confident in their decisions. We offer fair pricing, clear communication, and step-by-step assistance. Our goal is to make finding the perfect home simple and stress-free. And our vision is to become a trusted and accessible real estate service that supports and engages with families, communities, and first-time home buyers by ensuring clarity, guidance, and information. We aim to become a successful service where customers feel confident, informed, and supported in making a decision buying their perfect homes. At Angie's Real Estate Services, our mission is to provide an environment where our customers can not only call a place their house, but a home. We help make the process of buying and selling accessible homes for our customers. We help families, individuals, and communities find the perfect homes and connect them with the reliable and trusted partners. Our goal is to offer homes that are safe, stable, and affordable. And my value propositions are we provide clear step-by-step guidance to ensure our clients' needs. We explain clear details and home designs and paperwork. We provide affordable prices, especially because inflation is very high right now. And our service is understanding. In my business model, we conduct property showings, research market pricing and neighborhood trends, maintain consistent communication with buyers and sellers, negotiate fair and competitive offers, coordinate with inspectors, lenders, appraisers, and contractors, support clients throughout the entire buying or selling process, and connect with buyers, sellers, and property management teams. And you can contact us at 540-829-2222. And our email is at angiesrealestate@gmail. And our Instagram is Angie's Real Estate, and you can trust us in selling you the perfect place. That was the end. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Angie. I love that your name does sound very like homey, no pun intended, like friendly. So I love that you embraced yourself as a brand in the real estate space. Helena says, really well done slides. Yeah, I would definitely say, you had full sentences. So, I don't want to be um, a sounding board here, reiterating it over and over, but, really want to hone in on as little on your slides as possible. Most things can be in your speaker notes. You actually want to have like, bulleted ideas, as Miss Rosie shared earlier, or even if you don't have a physical bullet, just like one idea per slide. So that way we can really focus on what you're talking about. I tend to, when I see that, I read along and I'm more focused on what I'm reading than what I'm hearing. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Nadia says, I like your passion about your idea. And Janelle says, I love the tones of the colors you used on the slides. It also made the ideas of your business feel homey. I like your logo. I saw the house in there. That was wonderful.
Yeah,
So,
I thought it was a solid presentation, Angie. You had great tone, speed, and you were very warm and engaging. And some ideas I would say for your slide. So like just adding to what Miss Latoya said about you don't want to use the slide as your script. It's like you pretty much use it as your script. You want to use the slide for more visuals. So like think about, how you could picture what you're speaking to. So it could have been more like visual and like representing your story as you were going along. Um, Beyond that, I would say, the content was very good. I love that you had everything, including the contact information as well. And when you end, you could just close it out with "Thank you for your time," versus adding in that's the end of your presentation. All right. So thank you, Angie. Um, and I'll leave it at that.
all right. Excellent. So before we turned it over to Angie, I saw Ashley unmuted. So Ashley, if you're ready to go, we're ready as well.
Yeah, in the comment, I actually chatted before her, and then I guess you didn't see, but
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry about
No,
that.
it's okay. It's okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for everyone's feedback.
Oh my gosh.
Do you need support, Ashley?
Just give me, wait. Wow, this is my school computer, so it's not letting me share it for some reason. Um,
Okay, I don't know if I saw it come up in my email address. Have you
Uh,
seen a copy of it?
yeah, hold on. Um, yeah, I'll send it right now. Is it can I get the email? Because I always forget which one it is.
Yep, so it's info at lessor, that's two S's, NJ.org.
Oh, okay. Okay. There you go. There it is. I sent it. I'm sorry.
No, no worries. Let me just refresh because sometimes it takes a little while to hit the inbox. Not seeing it just yet. Did you send did you send it from the document or did you attach it to an email?
I attached it.
Okay. No, nothing yet.
I sent it out through Gmail, so I don't know.
Okay. We'll wait a little bit. There's another email address you can try contact at.
Oh, yeah, it says that it didn't find the address.
You sure you typed it in? Okay.
I think I did. Maybe I added an extra T. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's a contact. We also have a contact at letsornj.org. But Ashley, you go ahead and email that. I just want to be mindful of the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No worries. Jayla, I believe we have Jayla, Jayra, and Ying Yang who have to go.
I'll go, but I don't have a presentation because I had the whole mix-up situation. So I have a pitch, but it's no presentation to go with it.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, for tonight, we're really looking for the visual presentation.
Okay.
I can
Hold
go.
on.
Okay, I just sent it, so I don't know
Okay, hold
if
on.
that's went through.
Who just unmuted and said they could go? Was that Ying Yang?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see it yet, Ashley, but maybe it's just marinating. So we'll have Ying Yang go
Okay.
and then we'll come back, okay? Ying Yang, let me just get your resume up, which I have in front of me, and you're going to be doing the mock interview. So let me get that up as well. All right, so Ying Yang, go ahead and tell us about yourself.
I wait, should I pull up my deck or?
No, so this is the mock interview, so I'm using your resume as a reference to conduct the interview.
Okay. Hi, I'm Ying Ying, and I chose Boston University because I believe that I align with Boston's university's values, they values service, community, and curiosity, and I believe that I align with all three of them.
Okay, could you elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yeah, for example, in Boston University, there's this program called All Ears, and it's dedicated to children's or students who have homesickness or because being away from your family in college is a really hard thing to deal with. And Boston University made that program so students who experience homesickness could find each other and talk to each other. And since I have a lot of empathy and I do tutor clubs, I learned a lot of responsibility from that. I believe that I could actually also help other kids because I experienced homesickness myself. So, with responsibility, empathy, and my own experience with homesickness, I believe that I could also contribute to the club too.
Okay. Excellent. In addition to what you shared about the club, what sets you apart? What would set you apart as a student attending Boston University compared to other students who would be attending?
So I did a lot of research on like um wait, sorry, you like restate your question because I'm not sure what you mean by that. So
Sure. I asked in addition to like the club you mentioned about, supporting students with homesickness, I was saying what are other aspects about you that would set you apart as a student at Boston University? So if they were sitting down, looking over your resume, your experiences, and your skills, what would be highlighted about you that would set you apart from other students?
Oh yeah, okay. So I did a lot of internships this summer. We like for my internship, I was an organizer. I was also a translator, and we organized more than 5 food drives for low income families, and we I was also translating for Cantonese families that was in the low income part of the neighborhood, and I did that for 2 months, and I also do a lot of extra outside stuff like tutoring. I did more than 15 hours after school, tutoring kids with math, science, and English. And I tutored more than 5 kids. And in the past, I also set up, well, in New York City, there's this program where senior citizens with dementia, they don't know anything about technology. So once in a while, I go up there and just teach them about the basic of technology, even though they have dementia. But I also, but those are two Cantonese seniors, so even though it's really hard, I try my best just to teach them about what's going on in the modern day world.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. So I guess the final question would be, yeah, why should Boston University have you, Ying Ying, as one of their students, as someone representing their university overall?
I believe like I'm a really curious person in general, so I believe I could work with like top winning professors in Boston universities like Tina Durand. Yeah, she won one of I think like it was prize, and I wanted to work with her because I know she's also curious like me. And also I also want to like contribute to the All Ears Club because that's what really struck me out like about Boston University because I don't think there's a lot of programs like that in other colleges that help kids with homesickness um because it's a really unique program. I believe that I could contribute to the by offering my own empathy.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. So that concludes the portion of the mock interview. So I know Professor Jay shared that you would like to share you're going to be sharing your presentation as well.
Oh yeah.
That okay, just want to make sure I'm reading that properly.
Yeah. Since you did the interview, you don't have to present as if I like from scratch, but you could just share what you created and just walk us through real quick. Your what want your process.
Wait, so should I share my slides or
Yes, yes.
okay, can you guys see it?
Yes.
Okay. So this is my slide about Boston University. Okay, so why Boston University? So here are like 3 images of like the top 3 reasons why I chose Boston Universities. Okay, for number one, I mentioned before it was the All Ears program. It's just a program where students talk in like a non-judgmental space. And second reason I chose it's because really inclusive. Like for example, on the second image, it shows a bunch of minority groups in one image. Like I think it's very diverse and it's like I chose Boston University because it's very diverse and like unlike other colleges, there's I think has a wide range of races and I value that a lot. And also they include low income families, like they awarded $473 million in financial aid. And third reason is it's in a convenient location. I live in New York and Boston is not that far. So like if my parents can't drive me, like I think there are like convenient buses there. So I chose that. Okay. Mentioned before, the diversity, like 46% of students are students of color, and there are 22% national, like 22% of this data is from international students, and Boston University is ranked seven among.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Boston University is ranked, I think, seven among the campuses with the most international students by Open Doors. And also, they have a lot of resources that promote diversity. And last, recruitment. This university has initiatives aimed to recruiting diverse graduate students.
Sorry, Angie, you keep on muting, and I'm trying to keep you muted, but if you wouldn't mind, stay muted. Thank you.
Okay, so Boston University has 300 programs. So I included an image of all 300 programs. And I think that's like in terms of academic strength, I think like not a lot of like most colleges have less than 300 programs. And the ones that stuck out to me was the healthcare management and the health science programs. I'm like unsure of my major, but those are what struck out to me in this out of the 300 programs. Oh, sorry. And also, that students who are undecided of their major, they don't like require you to decide on a major until your sophomore year of college. And they also have a lot of resources that help students decide on their major. So if you're a student like me that are, like we're indecisive, they have resources to help you. And studying abroad in Boston University, not a lot of college offer this program, so this is what struck out to me. They have 170 plus programs across the globe and 2,000 students studying abroad annually. And there's 30 programs in 30 plus cities and programs in 20 plus countries. Okay, location. This is a really big part of why I chose Boston University. It's really close to New York, and this is controversial, but it's on the East Coast, and I believe the East Coast is like a better location in terms of like the environment. It's also along the Charles River, so it's very peaceful, and it's a urban place, but like it's a lot more quiet and like it's peaceful than like more peaceful than New York. Okay. What makes Boston University different from other schools? Um, this is also a big part of why I chose Boston University. The student to faculty ratio is lower than most schools. Like for example, the ratio is 10 to 1. I think and the national average is 18 to 1, so it's a lot lower than other schools. It's also ranked number 1 in occupational therapy and number 2 in healthcare law and number 7 in public health. And it's consistently ranked top 30 for best law school. So people that are interested in being a lawyer, it's a really good college um to attend. And also like I mentioned before, it's a convenient campus like around the area. It's a big campus, so it has a lot of stores for people who don't know how to cook. Okay, how Boston University aligns with my goals. So, to summarize the paragraph, I value diversity and I also prioritize a supportive and collaborative atmosphere that promotes respectful interactions among students and teachers. And I also value a school sense of empathy because as an empathetic person, I believe that if a school isn't as empathetic as the students, I don't think they would align. And also, um, Boston University offers 300 plus programs to enrich knowledge of other cultures. It's very diverse, has a low student to faculty ratio, like I mentioned before, offers programs to students who experience homesickness, like the all ears programs, like I mentioned before, has a financial flexible, has a flexible, sorry, it has a flexible financial aid for students who are in low income. And I thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks so much, Hinging. Very detailed. Um, I guess, we shared a lot of feedback about slides, so I'm sure, um, again, I'm reiterating, but just ensuring that your slides are clean and, concise, moving more things to speaker notes. So like if you were presenting this, let's say, at a Boston University interview as to why they should accept you, you definitely want to make sure your slides are clean. I loved everything that you shared. I can tell you're really invested in Boston University. I feel like you're already there. I feel like you could do a commercial for it. Your passion behind it definitely shines through. I think you even picked out unique things about Boston University that stands out. I definitely don't think it's controversial that you prefer the East Coast. I think that's, just a preference. West or East is, the choices that a lot of students have to make, or Midwest, obviously. But yeah, I thought it was great. I think coupled with your interview, I think you really demonstrated that you know Boston University. I think that absolutely shined through in both your presentation and in your interview. But yeah, if anyone else would like to share feedback, please do so. Janelle says, I like that the audience can tell that you're really interested in Boston University.
Yes, and
I'm sorry.
go ahead, Asher.
Uh, so I just wanted to say, like, this is my first time talking, and I'm sorry, but I just wanted to say that you're even getting me to like look into the school. Like during your presentation, I even like looked it up, and I was like, oh, the school looks interesting. So I really like how it looked. You were like really passionate about it. I also had a question for you since you knew so much. Do you know anything about like dance programs that they have, or like any arts programs? Like, are they big for that, or like?
Yeah, there's like 300 plus programs. So if they don't have a dance program, I'd be surprised.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. I just wanted to know. But thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
Your passion definitely shone through. Feel like you had a lot of information. So it shows that you did your research. In addition to, I guess, looking at how, specifically speaking to the slide deck, you could reduce the words to be notes, so that way they're not on screen. But also, you want to focus on like your theme and story, so that way you want to avoid coming across as repetitive. So what helps with that is like thinking about, all right, what am I saying? And um, making sure that when you say it, it's impactful. And if you want to like introduce like an idea, you address it once, and then if you want to summarize at the end of it and say, hey, so these are the things that stood out, that'll be like a good approach to sharing information without it seeming too repetitive. There were certain call outs that were like on 3 or 4 slides. So you want to really just make it more concise in the delivery. So that way they're not like, oh, but she said that already. She said that already. But other than that, I think that you had a lot of passion. You even had another student asking you questions, which is great, right? So thank you for sharing, and thank you for the research and the presentation.
Yeah, I would say just too about the design of the slides, like the thinking about the one idea perspective, where you have the slide with the 300 programs. I would write right over that 300 programs, right? Because we can't actually see those small words, but what you're trying to emphasize is like, wow, look at all these programs, right? So just from a design perspective, you could just put 300 programs right over that. So. But yeah, great job. I love that. Like I shared earlier, that was new. I when you asked me at the end of the class, like, should I do a slide deck? I was like, yes. Yes, you should. Because I do think it's a really good skill to have, and that way you can experience creating one alongside your peers. So thank you for doing that and being really brave and trying that out. So I appreciate that. All right, so Ashley, you are up, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Jayla, we're going to check back in with you for scheduling another time to present. So you could absolutely do that. Our board meets once a month, so we have had scholars do it at that time. I know the holidays are coming up, so that might be a little tricky, but go ahead and reach out to us via the WhatsApp, and we can definitely get that scheduled for you. Um,
Uh, Latoya, I also do just want to point out though that presentations are really supposed to be done on the night that it's scheduled unless it was sort of pre-planned prior to and approved, which is what I put in the group chat. Otherwise, that they missed their opportunity if they were trying to go for any sort of awards or anything like that. Like you miss your opportunity to qualify for any of that. And that really that also constitutes whether or not you've completed the program in a timely manner to graduate. So if you are going to do it, you're going to have to do it before this weekend because there's things that we also have to do in order to get prepared for the graduation that we can't wait for. So we do
Um,
have a timeline for that reason.
Excuse me, sorry, Miss Rosie. I just wanted to say I'm trying to actually do the slide right now as I'm on the Zoom because I don't like having my work unfinished or anything. So even if my doc and my slides are blank, I will make sure I'm either gonna present it by before the by tomorrow because I need this done and I never make sure my work's undone. My work's always done. And I had an incident with me transferring schools and the whole. I apologize for the incident.
Okay.
I don't want to make a issue about it. I just wanted to let you know that I am trying at the moment.
Right.
I'm having technical difficulties with my MacBook. It was shutting off the whole Zoom, so I apologize.
Okay, not a problem. And I appreciate your transparency with that. We can talk offline about um just the presentation, like your makeup.
all right, go ahead, Ashley. The floor is yours.
So I still can't share, so can you share that for
Oh,
me? Because my computer for some reason is not letting me, because this is my school computer, and for some odd reason I have to have one of the administrators to, because I don't know. I have no idea why it's not letting me, but
okay. On my end, it came in as a document, so I, it looks a little bit different than the way that I saw it come up in my email, but we'll try our best to make it.
oh,
Or I could just, you know what? I'm going to share it in this view. I think that might be easier. Let me just give me 1 second, because yeah, it's a let me show you what I mean. Okay, so let me share my screen. So when I share it, when I download it as a or open it as a Word doc, this is what it looks like. But
oh, I don't know why it's not
yeah,
like
but if
that.
I keep it in this view, the way you emailed it, then it looks like this. I'll keep it in this
Oh,
view.
okay, okay.
Tell me when to scroll.
Okay. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I guess it's like out of my control. But hi, my name is Ashley Acevedo, and I created the company Lost Soul. Um, I am really into fashion, and I really like alternative clothing. If you don't know what alternative is, it's like it kind of ties into music as well, like indie, kind of like that. A lot of people like usually when they think of alternative, it's like goth, but it's not just that. It's a lot more um diverse, I will say. I created this company so like more people are more like able to access these clothing because usually when you go to shop for these kinds of clothing, because most of them are vintage, they are very expensive. And if it's like made by other companies, they're also equally as expensive. So you'll usually see something like a singular piece um like I would say $300, maybe less, depending on what brand you're actually looking for, but usually they're 100 plus. And intend, like we at Lost Soul intend to um, go below that. Um, you could scroll. About the company, our mission is to make this fashion affordable and inclusive because a lot of people, when they go shopping for this clothing, I would say that it's in the more like um, there's less plus size sizes for these clothes, and a lot of people struggle to find them because again, it is vintage, so it's like from way back then, and it's like you can barely find any plus sizes. We design trend-driven, comfortable clothing that celebrate all sizes, all genders, and every individual's right to express themselves with confidence. I really emphasize all genders because I am a type of person to like I don't really care about like gender, I would say norms. I am someone who would dress like in like male clothing and like I I will try to make my clothing unisex for everyone. And I don't really care about wearing a suit or wearing a dress, so I will emphasize the all genders, very gender inclusive. Our mission is to create a world where fashion knows no limits, a global community where diversity, celebrated self-expression is embraced, and our style is accessible to all. You can scroll. So our products and service is definitely to be more affordable and trendy for all sizes and genders, gender neutral fashion lines, again emphasizing that unisex. Online clothing store with easy access to collections, so you can open a tab and it'll give you our maybe spring, fall, and like seasonal collections, seasonal drops, like I just mentioned, and limited edition collaborations. So with other artists and celebrities as well. Scroll. Pain relievers, low prices without sacrificing style. So we will try to keep everything nice and cheap, but also very stylish as well. Wide range of inclusive sizes and flexible fits, so it's not too tight or too skinny on different kinds of people. Trend-driven designs accessible to everyone. Consistent styling and quality assurance. So it's not going to be like too big if it's like plus size, and it's not going to be too small if it's perfectly in everybody and it's consistent. So how we plan on getting consumers is to empower people to express their identity freely without having to stick to one kind of clothing. Build community through campaigns and customer stories. So we definitely plan on having people that buy, like share their stories and share how much they love our brand. And we're definitely going to have a lot of brand ambassadors. Provide fashionable choices for all body types, definitely but all body type inclusive, so we will promote that way as well. I'll offer exclusivity through special collections without high cost. Um, Here is our elevator pitch. So at La Soul, we believe that fashion should belong to everyone and not just a select few. That is why we created a clothing brand that's affordable, stylish, and most importantly, inclusive. Soul is made for every size, every gender, and every individual who wants to express themselves without limits. Too often, fashion is either overpriced or exclusive, leading people feel like they don't fit in. We're changing that by offering a trend-driven, comfortable clothing that looks good and feels good without burning a hole in your wallets. Soul isn't just about clothing. It's about self-expression, community, and making fashion accessible to everyone. Whether you're dressing up or keeping it casual, Soul has something for everybody and every style. Because at the end of the day, fashion isn't just about what you wear, it's about how it makes you feel. And at Soul, we want you to feel confident, comfortable, and unapologetically yourself. Excuse me. And unapologetically yourself. How you can reach us is we're gonna try to do a lot of pop-up stores and events everywhere so people can access our clothing anywhere around the globe. We have a online store at www.lostsoulofficial.com. All social media platforms will be at Lost Soul Official, and you can contact Me personally at 732-749-0366. Thank you for your time.
All right, I'll open up the floor for feedback. Thank you so much, Ashley.
Thank you, Ashley. I'll kick it off. So you had on the positives, the details were great. I could definitely see the passion. Definitely connected with, you know, what you're putting out. I'll say on the constructive side, if this was an audio podcast, it would have been excellent, excellent, excellent. But it was a slide presentation, and you're talking about fashion. So I wanted to see some fashion. I wanted to see some imagery. I feel like that was a big opportunity there. Like I know, you haven't designed and don't have models, but even just putting together something that will just represent things that inspire you for now would have been great to see, like some examples of like what is the vintage styles that you're referencing, what's some of your favorite looks, just to for the sake of the visual presentation, faking it till you make it. So I think that was the only piece that was missing, and because of the topic of fashion, people get excited, they want to see. So I think that was the only missing piece for me. But the content, details, and passion was definitely there.
Thank you.
Sure. Thanks so much, Professor J. Anyone else? Janelle put, I love how you were very informative about what alternative actually is so customers can know what exactly they are into. Ms. C said, I like the personal connection and hard to be outside the box to include everyone. Absolutely. All right. Wonderful feedback.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. I agree with what Professor Jay said. I thought the presentation visually was nice. That's why I was like, I don't want to share it in the docs because you had that background going. And so I wanted to make sure I got the full scope of what you were trying to share. But I agree, it's buildings, right? So you definitely want to make sure your visuals match your brand and what you're talking about. So all right. So, Jaira, I saw that you said you're having connection issues. I don't have a copy of your presentation just yet. So you definitely have to submit that and you have to present in order to fully complete the class. So you have to have your submissions submitted and then you also have to present. So, we are coming up on time. It is 8:30. I definitely don't want to prolong the time. You all did for those of you who presented and submitted, y'all did wonderful, valuable work. I am going to share our end of course survey in the chat. And then while you're filling out the survey, I will open it up to Miss Rosie to announce and share any updates about the gala. I would do it, but she will do it oh so much better.
You want me to go now? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Hey everybody. All right, let me give me 1 second. Let me turn on my camera. Although I'm in partial uniform, so pardon my appearance. Yeah, so good evening. Great job, everybody who participated and presented tonight. Very informative. I felt the energy, and I love the ideas. So I want you to continue to build upon those ideas. Continue to research and seek out any information that you need to strengthen your your presentations, strengthen your research, right? And continue just doing the work, right? It's great, and you guys are starting really early on. This is high school, this is college level, and workforce level information that you guys are learning at your age. So it's really phenomenal work that you guys are doing and learning, and I hope that you take that with you. That being said, our gala is upon us, guys. Our gala is upon us. We have literally 9 days before our highly anticipated gala. And so we've gotten a few students registered so far, but we want to see everyone who can be there. We want to see you there. Obviously, we're going to announce who the top scholar is, which is why these classes, attending the classes, and certainly attending this class prepared is a must, right? And unfortunately, I don't really have too much tolerance when it comes to this because this is what everyone's been preparing or should have been preparing for. So I appreciate Miss Latoya's generous heart and leniency. However, you all have had, in allowing you guys to do it on another day. But if it were left up to me, whoever didn't do it today, that would just be that. But I will let Miss Latoya guide that because she is the director. So that being said, though, this is why it is important for you all to come prepared. You knew all throughout the series that you were going to have these end of course projects due for each segment of the boot camp. And so we want to make sure that we are preparing you for not just now, but for the real world, because, there's going to be a little less leniency when you're in the real world. So we want to prepare you for greatness. And that starts with making sure that you guys are doing the work, when it's necessary. But we want everyone to participate in or to be a part of this gala because you guys listen, if you look at the numbers, look to the top of you, look to the bottom of you, scroll up, scroll down. You are the last of what is the strong survive, right? You're the last of the Mohicans, what they say. You are the last of it. So we started out with 32, I believe. And then it just kind of dwindled from there. A lot of people, whether it was extracurriculars or whatever the case may be, you guys are the final one, the last one standing. And so for that alone, you should give yourselves credit and kudos and hand claps. So finish strong, and then we want to see you at the gala. The top scholar does come with a monetary award as well as other, I wouldn't say incentives, but you also are presented with a separate award for um, your overall participation and involvement and engagement throughout the course. So it's very important. We take it, very seriously for both the the executive board award recipient, but only the top scholar gets the monetary award. Although both of them are highly recognized, the top scholar gets the monetary award. So yeah. Does anyone have any questions about that? All right.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Janelle.
Are awards only being presented to the students that can make it in person? Because I live
No.
in Texas.
Yeah, that's a great question. Because we have students all over the states right now, from Florida to Texas to North Carolina and all the in-betweens. We are trying to, and I know Professor JR and I were talking about this the other day, where we're trying to make sure that you guys are at least able to Zoom in, right? Just like a class, and you're able to Zoom in and watch live the gala, and then we'll also be able to present at least, make sure that we present the certificates and make sure that we shout you out, and then we would mail your certificates to you. So you're going to get your micro credential, your micro certification. You'll get that via email. And then you can do whatever you can print, you can, post that immediately on your LinkedIn or whatever. But as far as the actual certificates, they're physical certificates. So we normally, if anyone is out of town, unable to make it, who's out of town. Now, if you're in town, then we'll coordinate to meet up where we can get it to you. But if you're literally outside of the state, then we'll work it out where we can mail your certificates to you. Great question, though.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You deserve it. Just because you're not in the state doesn't mean you don't deserve, the recognition. Anyone else?
I'm actually not gonna be able to come because my brother has a wedding. So
Oh no. And you're right next door to us, Nadia.
yeah, and I really wanted to come, but then
Oh.
I figured out he has a wedding, and
Okay, your brother's getting married?
yeah,
Oh, congrats. Congrats. Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, congrats. Well, we'll connect with you because you are closer.
Okay,
So
yeah,
yeah, we could
definitely. We'll
certainly
stay connected.
coordinate a meetup or something like that. But congratulations. Anyone
Thank
else have
you.
any?
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Anyone else have any questions or thoughts? And as I mentioned in the chat really quickly, if you guys want to stay behind and find out where you stand in terms of your overall status, and that's everything from attendance to all the in-betweens, I can give you that information as well. All right, Ms. Latoya, back to you.
All right. Yes, I also have records, yeah, for your submission. So I've been announcing that tonight that if you haven't submitted um, your projects, that absolutely has to be submitted. So Jaira, I know I just shared, I still need your project, your presentation. And then Jayla, I did send you a direct message. So it has been our practice in the past to allow scholars to present at a later time. So, we have been lenient in that way, but I do agree, we've been building up to this day for quite a bit of time, especially being that this cohort is combined. So it's absolutely crucial that your submissions are in and that if you have it presented today, so Jaira, Jayla, please reach out to us as soon as possible. I absolutely will not chase you for this. So if you would like to successfully complete the cohort, that definitely has to be, your submissions have to be done and you have to arrange a time to present. All right. So, yeah, if there's no questions, congratulations, for those of you who did participate and present and submit, what was due. You made it oh so far. Um, and we're just really excited for you. I always love the end of course to see your growth and experience in the cohort. So I really do appreciate your dedication. We run these throughout the year, so continue to spread the word. If you have any friends in high school who's interested in learning about these wonderful topics, word of mouth, share your experience. Let them know that we're here to support. And then also know that, we said this from the very beginning, one soar, always soar. Yin Yang, I want to know when you get into Boston University. I want to know when trend IQ really takes off, Helena. So, definitely stay connected with us. Let us know what you have going on. You want us to look at your resumes, we'll be happy to do that. You want us to, work through some business ideas, or if you just want to vent and talk about how hard life and college and school work is, we'd be happy to support you in that as well. All right. So,
I just want to echo that for those, for everyone, like seriously, when you guys are ready to take the first steps to for your businesses, for those that are in your business, you can reach out to us. We can walk you through, okay, where do you literally start? Where do you get your EIN and how do you register with the state and like really help walk you through those actual steps. Same thing for college, right? We have the college tours. We have my wife works at Rutgers University. We have Miss C who does coaching. So definitely use us as resources and stay in touch.
all right. Well, if there's no other questions or words, have a wonderful evening.
I do have a question for those who are local. Do we have any students rather, planning on attending
I
the
am.
gala next week?
I'm planning on attending.
Ashley, okay.
But I have like something else for the school. Like my school does a Navy ball because we do ROTC. And
Okay.
like it's like the day before, no. So the ROTC is that Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
and then the gala's on Saturday. So I might be a little bit like, but I'll try to be there.
Well, we definitely need to know whether you are going to be there, not try.
I have the
Yeah, you
form.
RSVP'd, but
Yeah, I
the thing
did.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, we need to confirm because that determines as far as awards being presented and the food and everything. There's a lot that goes into this. So if you're not sure, definitely let us know. But I did see your RSVP, so
I think my
we're
mom is working on getting the payment for that because I know she did ask my family members if they wanted to go.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, well, just
yeah.
keep us posted. You have our
Okay.
information.
Okay.
Anyone else? I don't know. I'm trying to think of who's local. Ying Ying, do you plan on attending?
Yeah, I'm from New York, so I'm going
Yeah.
with another friend, like
Okay.
Nicole.
Yeah, Nicole Chen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
she's one
planning
of
to
our
go with her.
scholars. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right. And I know Janelle, Karen, Angie, I think you all live out of state, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, me and Julian tried to plan it together, but then we realized we couldn't find like any like affordable places to like stay while we
Oh.
visited.
Oh, you should have reached out to me. That's a part of our job here, hospitality, right? Travel, hospitality. Hint, hint. Um, and where is Julian tonight? What happened to him?
I'm not sure because usually I even tried to call him earlier, but he's not answering my calls, so it must have been serious because usually he always answers his calls.
Yeah, and he's been pretty consistent with his attendance too. All right, I don't want to belabor the time, but I just wanted to sort of gauge who was planning on attending because we need for you guys to go on an RSVP so that we have an accurate head count. Okay, so if you're planning on it, make sure that you're RSVPing as well. All right. Any other questions or any thoughts?
I know I'm probably not invited anymore because I didn't just finish my
You
presentation.
are
But
absolutely invited. Stop saying that. Miss Latoya already told you what you needed to do, so just do the presentation and make
I
sure you have it in.
okay.
Yeah, don't no. You're still invited. You're not uninvited because you didn't do your presentation. As long as you get it into Miss Latoya whenever you get whatever you guys discussed. Um, yeah, just try to have it done before the before the gala.
Yeah, Jayla, I direct messaged you. I don't know if you saw it, but
I
yeah.
probably didn't get it because I've been having technical difficulty. I don't know what's I completely apologize. I'm not sorry guys. I don't mean to break down. I'm sorry. I just transferred to North Star Academy and that school is a very, very like strict and prestigious school. So I apologize to everybody on the delay with my presentation because I'm like with school and on top of the Zoom classes, I've been struggling. So I just wanted to apologize to everybody for that inconvenience. And I just wanted to say that I did try and put together a small presentation. It's rushed. It has a white background. It's very rushed. I did try and put something together because I'm not known and like not doing any work. So I was wondering if I could present that and I could actually email you an actual one just so I could say that I presented something because I'm not the type to have like unfinished work or to not say I didn't try. So I was just wondering, is that okay with everybody? Like with
I'm
everyone.
okay with that. I'm
Yeah.
I'm absolutely fine with that. I can stay on late. I can't speak for the other instructors, but I'm okay with it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And if the other scholars, if you guys need to head out, we definitely don't want to hold you all. We know that it's been a long, long night, but if you're welcome to stay if you are available. But yeah, Jayla, go ahead and if you can email it to me, I like to follow along as you're presenting. So if you,
Okay, can you please send the email back in the chat so I can send it over? Because
yes,
I did lose that as I was moving out the Zoom call.
you guys are gonna have this memorized by the end of the night. Okay, thanks, Janelle.
I appreciate this a lot. Mm, mm, there you go. Wait. Oh, okay. Why is in the slideshow? Oh. Shared. Okay. I just sent it.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead and share and I'll refresh my screen. But yeah, once you start sharing, you can go ahead and get started.
It's not saying it's sent. Hold on, sorry. I'm just trying to make sure this actually sends before I start presenting, because can I send it after I present? It's
Yeah, yeah,
not.
yeah, no problem.
Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, hi everybody. My name's Jayla Merton, and today I wanted to tell you guys about my business, Jay's Properties, and I wanted to tell you guys about how I know marketing, well, not the marketing business, but the real estate business is very hard to find a person that you could rely in, that you could feel comfortable sending your money with, and like leaving the idea of like even buying your house like in their hands. So I know that could be a very hard process, but with Jay's Properties, we make sure that we make that a very comfortable process and a very homely process. Okay. The real estate, oh, hold on. Okay. The real estate market offers owners, clients,
Sorry,
and customers
Jayla, we're
homes
not
even before they put
hearing
their
you
access to their home loan.
well.
And it helps.
Sorry, Jayla, we're not hearing you too well. Do you want to try to unmute and then unmute and see if that will set your audio settings? Yeah, Jayla, we're not hearing you well, but I'm sorry. Is it just me? Because I hear her still talking, but I don't know if it's.
Yeah, it's very choppy. I
It
can
cut
hardly
out.
understand.
It cut out. I'm not hearing it either.
Yeah.
Okay. Jayla, so you're not under pressure and you're, able to do it at the quality that you'd like to do it. I know you say you take your work very seriously and we honor and respect that. So you're more than welcome. I did reach out about a date. So you're more than welcome to tidy up your presentation and come back and present it at the level that you'd like to, because we can't hear you right now. And you might be frozen, so I don't know if you're hearing me.
We could, I guess, follow up with an email, or if she's in the WhatsApp, maybe there.
Oh, she just dropped. Okay. All right, we'll follow up with her. Um, Thank you all for being here tonight, and working hard. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah. And also staying on for your fellow peer. I appreciate that. The support. Thank you guys. We appreciate that so much. And we appreciate all of the effort, guys. I don't want anyone to walk away feeling pressured. It is a lot of work. There is a lot of expectation. I think it's manageable if you really um, use your time management, right? But obviously, you guys got a lot going on. Life is lifing. So do not put yourself in the position where you're feeling so pressured that it's unbearable. Like, we never want you to feel that way. Always reach out to us. I think my biggest thing is communication. And that's why I said, if you guys need to communicate anything with us, make sure you do so ahead of time so that we're aware of the situation. If we need to schedule or reschedule, then we can. But never feel, so overwhelmed that you can't come to us. Absolutely. We want you to come to us and let us know what's going on. We'd rather that than, for you to be overwhelmed and walk away feeling defeated, because you are absolutely not. Okay. Jayla, we see you are back. I don't know if you heard anything Miss Latoya said, but I believe she sent you a date, or she did. She sent you a later date to present. Are you okay with that? And you're still welcome to come to the gala. We're still going to celebrate you as long as you can get the presentation done. You're absolutely fine. Everywhere else, you're fine. Okay. I'm not sure if she's still having technical difficulties. I know that's been an issue. All right. Well, ladies, I don't know if any of the gentlemen on, but ladies, you all can log off. Ms. Latoya is gonna reach out to Jayla separately. But thank you again for your support to your peer. We appreciate that so much. All right, everyone. Good night.